percent of men from 18 to 30 are single right now.
You know it's crazy.
64, fucking 2/3 of them.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And know what? Only 1/3 of women aren't in that same bracket. So who are those women going to? So men want quantity, women want quality. Okay, this is a fact of nature, y'all. If I asked all of y'all who has a roster at this table, and then if one of y'all said I got 4 guys right now, and I said okay, how many of them are you fucking? I guarantee you she's only fucking one of them, because when a girl has a roster, she's fucking one, she's going to eat with one, she's getting text from one, she's made calls from one on the phone. That's how a woman has a roster, because y'all want quality. You want the best man you can have to fuck. Men are the opposite. We want quality or quantity. We want numbers. And that's just how we are. That's how we've been for all of history. Genghis Khan, fucking Alexander the Great. You look at the biggest sultans, the greatest men of all of history. They wanted to fuck a lot of women. This is how, like I told you 8,000 years ago, one guy for every 16 had kids. One guy for every 16. That's how, and that one guy, guess what? He wasn't just getting one fucking girl. He was fucking a bunch of girls. Okay, so guys have always had quantity. That's what they've always wanted. You can get mad that guys do these things. This is what I teach. Don't go to those fucking guys. Don't go to them. There's usually about 20 red flags you see about those guys, and you keep chasing them, or you'll keep fucking them and get digmatized. That's not my fault. You did that to yourself. And women do that shit all the time now and then play victim. Understand how men are. And it's like, okay, this is how men are. I'll keep my legs closed, or I'll make him fucking fight to get to the point where he can fuck me now. Damn, looky there. Now he's fucking different. Who would have thought?
I feel like it's always going to be like that, though.
Yes, it will, because that's biology. That's evolution.
Men are like, why don't you understand me? And then women are like, why don't you understand me? Like, it's always going to be like a misunderstanding. Right? Yeah, but
I mean, no, everybody's in poly relationships now. If y'all, anybody that we asked at the beginning, who's fucking right now or who's recently been fucking, okay? So most of y'all aren't celibate. Most of y'all are fucking somebody. So if you are, I guarantee you that guy is fucking another girl right now. I guarantee it, especially if he's a Chad or a Tyrone. I guarantee he has a fucking roster of women. So all y'all,
Chad or Tyrone,
a Chad or a Tyrone.
What does that mean?
That's just guys that get girls.
What does that mean? Why does
like the Chad is the white version of the guy that gets all the girls, and the Tyrone's the black version of the guy that gets all the girls.
I'm feeling that. I've never heard that.
It's something that's on the internet all the time. But yeah, y'all got to realize though, you're already sharing men. If y'all all have sex at this table and you are having sex with a guy that you're not in a relationship with, you're already sharing him. And there's a lot of girls that already know this, and they're already starting to accept it, and they're already starting to accept the guy with 2 or 3 girls. There's so many guys that have millions of dollars that are killing it compared to all the other guys, or they're so cool, they're so tall, they got such a good dick game that girls will be like, you know what? I'll be your second wife. I'll be your third wife. This is what the future is. Like Islam is going to take over the fucking world because they do that shit. Like, watch. This is the future.
History too. That in Africa, that's very popular for them to have multiple wives.
Exactly.
Yeah, but there's a system to it.
Yeah, you got to do it right. You can't just do it all willy-nilly.
I respect what they
Donnie, what were you going to say?
Yeah, and even then, I know that y'all are saying like, oh, guys, y'all are saying how we really are, but it's not true. However, there's stats out there. Like the dating apps actually released stats on this. Like, for example, like OkCupid. I think it was last year, Sergio, if I'm correct. They released a stat that showed that that women are swiping left on 95% of men. They're only swiping right on 5%. Y'all are all chasing the exact same man, the Chad and the Tyrone. So this is what Sergio is saying, is that you got to keep your legs closed. Stop being on these guys' rotation. Why would they settle down for you if they got 20 other girls going for the exact same guy?
Yeah, but I don't know. I think it's like time though, y'all. Because like, even, you know how sometimes girls would be like, I know I say this all the time, and I'd be like, I wish I had that 90s love, that Will and Jada love, like all of that.
Don't say that shit. Don't say that shit. We need them motherfuckers out of it.
And I'm not gonna blame it. I'm not gonna like be cliche and say, oh, COVID messed everything up. But it's like, if y'all think about times and dating apps and all that, it's like, for a minute we didn't get to go outside, we didn't get to mingle, all we had was social media, being inside, you know, communicating through that way. So it's like, now that is kind of, we're trying to get back to normal. I feel like that also affects dating as well.
It wasn't 100% COVID, but it was a big pusher.
Yeah, it was a big part.
If we look at the stats, it was 10 years ago when Facebook came out. That's what, because guys went from 16% virgins and or haven't had sex from 18 to 30. Mm-hmm. They went from 16% up to fucking 30. Yeah. Fucking doubled. Okay. Women went up like 3%. So women kept kind of staying like on the same kind of path sexually. Men fucking dropped off the planet if they weren't cool, or they didn't have good pictures, or they didn't have those things. The thing is, when social media came out, it just made it to where all the sex went up to the top guys. Basically, because they were the ones with the cool cars. They were the ones that were 6 foot, whatever. Yeah. They were the cool guys. So all the sex went up to them. And now you got a bunch of fucking loser guys that don't have any girls. 64% of men from 18 to 30 are single right now.
You know what's crazy?
64. Fucking 2/3 of them. Yeah. That's crazy. And know what? Only 1/3 of women aren't in that same bracket. So who are those women going to? They're going up to guys above 30. That's what that stat shows.
And that's like what I'm kind of seeing now. Like when I go back, I don't use Facebook. I like graduated about like 10 years ago, but like going back on that, like when I go back on Facebook and I look at the people I went to high school with, and I look at those like hot like guys out there, like the it girls, and I look at them and I'm like, damn, where'd you go? Like, you know, and I'm like, they were it, and I wanted to be like them, or I wanted to be their friends and whatnot. Like I got bullied in school, and then I finally stood up and I was like, But then I look at them and I was like, we are completely different people now, and I feel like it just like shifted.
Everything completely swapped.
Exactly, and I'm like,
and men see that too, because we used to have some girls in school that were very. I mean, they was finer than a motherfucker. and so what happened was, I went to Walmart. I went home to Louisiana. I went to Walmart, and I'm just checking out. She said, "Hey," I said, "Hey." She said, "Alexis." I said, "Damn, Alexis, what happened?"
Oh my God.
She said, "What?" She said, "You still crazy." I said, "No, what happened to you?" She said, "Oh, I had the babies." How many, God? They did that to you?
You ain't do that.
Shit. Swear to God. I'm straightforward. I'm tell you that's what it is. Because back in the day, she used to clown so many people.
Okay.
And now she built like a Glade plug-in working at the
I feel like
register.
it's just karma, though. You know, like because back in the day,
Yeah,
like,
you get what you get.
Exactly.
I want to get to one of my favorite last questions, though. I want to know what bothers you the most about the dating marketplace.
Oh,
We'll start
shit.
with you.
Marketplace.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, the
that's what we like to
marketplace.
call it,
Come on
because
now.
it's not just like one person. It's
Yeah.
like, the whole thing. What bothers you about just dating marketplace
Yeah.
altogether? Men
Like,
and
that bothers me as far as that.
you know,
You saying like far as dating apps, or you saying like in
no,
general
not in dating apps,
No,
dating in
like-
general.
Oh.
Yeah, all dating. Like, what bothers you about men? What bothers you about the women today? What bothers you just about dating in general today?
I'll just say like touch base on what you said earlier, like the guys, like the mentality naturally.
The
I
double negative.
I definitely like disagree with everything.
Yeah.
As far as that, like I just don't like the way like how, I mean, men are gonna take up for other men, and y'all like how women would do the same. I just feel like men should be more real, as much as they preach like, I'm a real nigga, I'm real this. It don't be nothing real.
Here-
Oh, wait. You probably say the
Yeah,
same
I
thing.
really had
If he
to-
telling you he a real nigga, he ain't no real nigga.
Exactly.
Because a real
Even if he
nigga
not
doesn't
saying
have to
it,
Listen,
say
let me
it.
tell you
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Let me tell you
I
something
hear
about
you.
me. I'm an alpha motherfucking male. When I walk in the room, I ain't finna tell nobody I'm a real nigga. When I walk in, you gonna say, damn, that's a real nigga right there. Because that's how I carry myself, right? I don't have to go and tell. If I have to tell you I'm a real nigga, I'm not a real nigga.
Yeah, you just fucked up
It
the
is
entire
like that.
point of the
just fuck
game
up
of
the
it.
whole
Yeah.
thing.
And
Jesus
so, like,
Christ.
the big thing that I want to tell you though is, like, a lot of women don't like that whenever I bring that like fact up about men. But here's the deal: there's another fact about women that a lot of men don't like, but we got to accept it still. And it's another biological evolution thing that we just got to accept. This is how humans are. It's an animal thing. But women are hypergamous. That means that y'all date across and up social hierarchies. That means that y'all will always want to go up to somebody above you. That is, statistically, it shows that if you lined up a bunch of women, y'all would want 53% higher than you. So if you made 100K a year, you probably want a guy who makes 150K a year. And that's just what statistics show. That's just what average women are kind of saying. Hey y'all, Sergio here. I just want to mention I've created a completely free guide that shows you exactly how I went from having low confidence and being painfully awkward around women to easily meeting and dating numerous high quality desirable women in real life without the use of any dating apps or social media. So if you're struggling to get out there, if you have approach anxiety or don't know what to say or how to interact with women to make them want you, and are sick of using dating apps with low value girls that hundreds of other guys have been chatting with, click the link in the description below to grab your free guide right now. And if you want private mentorship with me personally to help guide you every step of the way in this process, check out my mentorship program in the description too. I would be happy to help you reach your dating goals and overcome any obstacle you may face. And trust me, if I can do it, you can do it too. I hope to see you soon. Peace out.